about getting into IT auditing. So I am currently managing a team of 4 people, and we all have different qualifications. So I just want to show you that it's actually possible to get into IT auditing even if you don't have an IT related qualification. So I have a degree in mathematics, majoring in computer science and applied mathematics, and then I did my honors in computer sciences. I've got somebody in my team who has a BCom accounting degree. I have somebody who has internal auditing degree. I have somebody in my team who also did a BCom in information technology management and risk management. And I have somebody in my team who also did BCom in information systems and economics. So I'm going to break down the video for 4 different audiences. The first will be new graduates. The second will be internal auditors or external auditors. The third will be people from IT. And then the fourth will be people without relevant degrees. So let's talk about the first group. So this is people who are new graduates who want to get into IT auditing. So if you have an internal auditing degree, if you have a computer science degree, information systems, maths, risk management, accounting, engineering, you will likely be able to easily get into IT audit. Now, the advantage that you have is the fact that the playing field is even because nobody has actual work experience at that point, and you're not actually expected to know much of anything at that point. So your best bet is to actually apply for graduate programs or internships in IT audit, and you should be able to get in with those qualifications. Some graduate programs will require that you have a postgraduate qualification, but this is not across the board, so you can still get in without it. And others also require you to have less than 2 years experience. But still, even if you have a little bit more than that, there are cases where you can still get in. In the graduate program that I was part of, we had people who had several years of experience as well. And also in some cases, they want people who are younger than 30 or younger than 35. But still, this is also unique to the specific graduate program that you will be applying to. But I would also just recommend that for anybody who is still maybe studying, maybe you're busy with a postgraduate qualification or doing your final year, that you apply for vacation work, as this will also be an advantage for you when you start applying for graduate programs. Now, the next group is internal auditors or external auditors, and this is most likely people who are CASAs who have done articles and want to move into the IT auditing space. So you guys have the advantage that you already know how to audit. So that will work well in your favor. When I was in Deloitte, it was very common for people who were finished with their articles to actually move into our division, and they didn't even have to start from the ground up. They would immediately be a senior consultant or be brought in as an assistant manager after they were done with their articles. So my recommendation to you, if you are a person who already knows how to audit and you're in the working environment, is that request to actually be transferred into the IT audit department where you are already working. This will require you to go and speak to somebody and build some relationships to make it easier for you to get in. If there's already a vacancy in the team, try applying for that vacancy and also speaking to the hiring manager as well to build a little bit of rapport. However, if there isn't a vacancy, consider just asking if you can shadow the IT audit team so that you can actually learn and gain some experience. Now, this might require you to actually work longer hours because you will probably have to do your normal day-to-day duties and then also make time to also go and learn from those people. I currently have an intern in my team who was actually assisting on the operational side of the audits, and then she expressed an interest in IT auditing, and she's actually currently helping us on the IT audit side and learning from the work that we're doing. Now, the thing that stands out about her is that she's actually a really good performer. And at some point, there was a little bit of a tug of war between our team and the operations team when it came to her. So when you excel at what you do, people might even create a role for you in their division. Several years ago, one of my managers was actually leaving to go join another company, and she wanted to take me with her. So she actually got me an interview at that company as well. It didn't end up working out, and I ended up actually working somewhere else. But the point is that branding matters. The biggest risk in hiring a person is hiring somebody who can't do the job, somebody who makes your life harder, and somebody whose work you constantly have to redo. So when we as managers actually find somebody who is really good, we try our best to hold on to them. So be outstanding in everything you do, because this will actually help you, especially if you're aiming to transfer within the same organization, because people talk and your reputation precedes you. Now, if there's actually no IT audit division in the company that you are working in, this may necessitate that you actually leave and go somewhere else. You don't really need courses if you're already an internal auditor or you're already an external auditor to be able to go into the IT auditing space. But what I would recommend is that you take some courses that will actually help you to understand IT better. So you can actually do some informal learning on YouTube or on Udemy, where you can actually learn and understand what IT auditors do and improve your understanding. So here's an example of a course that you can do on Udemy. It's only 259 Rand, so with one less takeaway, you can definitely afford it. If you want to do something a bit more formal, you can go on the Leadership Academy as well, where they have courses on IT audit for non-IT auditors. So here are the options that you can consider, but these are a bit pricey. So these courses will also not only help you to get a better understanding of IT audit, but also serve to prove that you are actually learning about IT auditing, which is something that will look good on your CV and improve your credibility. Now, the third group of people is people with IT experience. So these are people that are probably maybe working at the help desk or somewhere within the IT division. So your advantage is that you already understand IT. So when somebody says firewall, database, or operating system, you're not confused. And for you to get into IT audit, you will also have to either ask for a transfer as well, similar to what I mentioned above. You can shadow as well. And you can also apply for any open vacancies. I actually currently have somebody in my team who used to be part of the IT help desk function. Internal audit typically hires people from all types of divisions because having somebody who has an internal view as to how processes work is actually an advantage. So for us in IT audit, that would be people who work in IT. If you are in IT, what you actually need is to learn how to audit. That is the thing that will help you to get into IT auditing. In the IIA conference last year, the audit executive at ESCOM was actually talking about how her team consists of engineers as well, because they need people who actually understand how the plant works. That actually inspired me to actually want to hire more people from IT in my team as well. But the main issue I was having is, where do I find these IT people who want to be IT auditors? So that's why it's actually important that you make yourself known, that you approach the division and you make your intentions known as well. In a lot of organizations, IT audit is usually outsourced or very underskilled. So if you as an IT person can actually approach your internal audit division with a proposal of some sorts to say, for example, I've noticed you guys outsource all of your IT audits or most of your IT audits. I work in IT and I'm interested in becoming an IT auditor. These are my areas of expertise, and I think I could really help you with firewall audits. And this is a recom that I have done to show my understanding of how to audit these. So I definitely think presenting yourself as an asset and presenting your experience as something that can add value can be something that will help you and give you an advantage when it comes to getting into IT audit. Let's talk about the courses that you can do to help yourself to understand how to audit. Well, similar to what I recommended for the internal auditors and the external auditors, the courses on Leadership Academy and Udemy and YouTube for informal learning. Now, if you want to do something a bit more formal, you can also do this programs on IIA. They have the Internal Audit Technician, which is a 2-year course that you can do that will also train you on how to do internal auditing. And then there's also a 5-day course called Cradle to Grave, which teaches you how to do an audit from start to finish. We usually take all our new auditors on these courses as well. And also just leverage the courses that you already have as an advantage. Your ISO 27001 certificates, your COVID certificates, any data analytics courses you've done, anything like that that can actually be an advantage for you. The last group is people who have non-related qualifications, so none of the ones that I've already mentioned above. So what I would recommend to you is doing all of the above stuff that I've already mentioned. What might be more of an advantage for you could be maybe a more formalized certificate, an occupational certificate. IIA also offers an IT audit occupational certificate and any other accredited courses that you can do. But I have also seen a lot of people that I've worked with who had qualifications in logistics or supply chain who have made it into IT audit without any other additional qualifications. So I think the most important thing is putting yourself out there, is making yourself known and approaching people and building relationships so that you can build credibility and people might also think of you as soon as an opening. Now, a lot of this is also just based on my experience and what I have seen. So if you are somebody who got into IT auditing, please also leave a comment to say how you got in and give people advice as well on what other courses they can do so that we can help those who want to get into IT auditing.